find exactly where that is in the settings. So I'm sorry. Apparently there's a lot of hate going on in there, and that's fine. That's fine. I'm sure there's going to be excuses for everything, but we got Katie Howland on the line. That's great. Let's bring her in. Bill. I'm sure there's if you could turn down your radio or whatever you're listening on.
Got it. Can you hear me now?
We can. Yes. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate the chance.
No problem. Take your time. The floor is yours.
Thanks. So I want to start off by saying, if anyone has ever said anything to you about your weight or any of those topics that you mentioned, that is unconscionable.
Well, those are your colleagues. Those are your direct colleagues. J. Christopher King did that. And he erased the tweet,
First of
Katie.
all, I don't have colleagues.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I joined UFO Twitter 4 months ago by accident. I did not intend to be involved in this community. I was doing things quietly in DC, trying to get my friends that worked in defense and foreign affairs more involved.
Interesting.
And my tweet to 200 friends blew up. And that's how I'm here.
Okay.
I want to just say straight up, because it was brought up in your chat, that apparently there's a assumption I'm a paid activist. And if
nope, that never came out of us. We never called you a paid activist. My only issue was, Katie,
in your chat.
Oh, in the chat, like I'm sorry, yeah. Yeah,
a lot of unhinged people in the chat.
There's a lot of unhinged people. That is absolutely untrue. But my issue was, you know, as an activist, as vocal, especially that you've been in the last month, you know, and the sort of branches that I've given you, and I see how many times you retweet and talk to Sean and talk to J. Christopher King, and I look how you guys interact, and then I reach out and I try to help your event. I try to get you to comment or give your 2 cents on our event, and I kind of got nothing from you. I got nothing from you.
Yeah,
and so,
and
so that kind of leads me to believe, you know, those guys are telling you things about me that are not true. But you think you have another reason. I'd love to hear it.
Yeah, you would like to know why?
Yes.
Okay. So first off, I want to say that I am in a group chat with every single one of the people you're trying to drag right now.
Mm-hmm.
And honest to God, I did not know who you were until you messaged me about my advocacy day. I have never once heard them talk about you, heard them say anything negative about you. The fact that they are poisoning me against you is,
I got it wrong. I've got it totally wrong.
Yeah, and it's frustrating because, you know what, Lou? I haven't talked to you. And so instead of you just thinking that maybe there's some other reason, you want to drag me publicly in front of 500 people live? So I'll tell you why I didn't support the day on call. You want to know the reason?
Please.
Because I have a reason.
Go for it.
I did not say this to you because I don't believe in being unkind.
Okay.
But I've now been dragged publicly, and frankly, I'm not feeling as kind. So this could have been a private conversation, but now I'm just going to say it out here.
Please do.
I was a lobbyist for 1 year. It is my professional opinion that advocacy days during Congress are not effective. And you reached out to me a couple days before asking for my input. I wasn't going to be an asshole, and with that little notice, tell you that I didn't think it was a good idea. And
well, you didn't respond. Well, you didn't respond with anything, though, right?
Yeah, no, I didn't, and I actually blocked you because after looking through your tweets and seeing that you tend to go off on people like you're doing today, I didn't want anything to do with you. But I wasn't going to be an asshole. I wasn't going to drag you publicly. I was just going to let things lie because I do appreciate the work you're doing.
Really?
I don't agree with how it's done sometimes. Yes, of course I do. But that doesn't mean I'm required to retweet you. And it's childish to assert that because I don't retweet you, I'm a problem.
Here's why I think it's a problem. If you had told me that, if you had responded with anything like, "Oh no, everything looks great," if you wanted to be nice, and not hurt my feelings, like you say, just hit me up and be like, "No, everything looks good. Good luck." I think
I would have if I had seen a lot of really concerning tweets. Honestly,
what can I ask you? What concerning tweets?
Oh, I mean, I don't remember off the top of my head. Like,
do you know who they were from? Yeah, please. Well, no, I mean pre Thursday. Pre Thursday.
I saw that you do things like this that make a completely weird show that's only based on attacking people. And that's not
my whole show is only based on attacking people. How do you know that if you had no clue who I was?
Until you talked to me. After you talked to me, after our first advocacy day, I looked into you, and I didn't like what I saw.
Okay, and so you can't bring up any. You can't bring up.
Fine. And there's
a
lot of content that I wasn't here for, and I understand that. But that wasn't between you and me. It had nothing to do with other people I'm friends with. It had to do with the fact that I don't like bullies, dude. And what you did
I'm a bully
for an hour and bully me. Yes.
I'm a bully. Okay.
Hi, Katie. I just want to say I haven't ever talked to you before. My name is Jane. I hadn't met you before, and I have, like I had said before you had called in, UCR is 3 people with different opinions, and so yeah. And so I just wanted to just chime in and say that I think how people have different experiences with different people, and I have never had that experience with Lou as being a bully. I've seen him bullied online and had to defend him.
How many times I was himself and assassinate my character being assassinated.
Oh, and I'm really glad that you called in today to talk.
That is bullying. To stay on the show for an hour and say negative things about someone you've never met, that is bullying. So I understand that you don't agree with that in general.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It happened today.
I do want to say, though, because you had said that this whole show is about attacking people, and I do want to say, because that brings in Rather and me and all the guests who've been on this show over, I don't know how many episodes now, is it?
I'm referring to this particular show. Maybe very
Okay. And actually, to be fair, this is a little bit the exception to the rule.
Yeah, no, this is, I mean, again, like, here's the thing. Here's why I'm interested in what you saw, Katie, because I've got a sample size of over 2 years on Twitter. There's never been a week in my life like this. And it's difficult for me to see how much you interact with those people who are insanely loud against me and not think that you guys don't talk about to avoid me. Like, I hope you can see how I came to that conclusion. And I just, can I finish? May I finish? I apologize. I'm sorry. Okay. And if you felt bullied,
a little late.
I'll own that. I'll own it. Okay, I apologize.
Man, you've been doing this for an hour on your show.
My show's 2 hours long.
You're attacking me, saying the same things you've been saying.
Okay, so is there no resolution here?
I do.
Is there no resolution here?
So you want to spend an hour attacking me? And
I said your name. I said your name. I said your name 4 times in an hour.
You know what? There's a lot of people watching right now. Katie, I haven't met you, and so I'm just sorry for how you feel and what's happening. But there are a lot of people watching right now. So I think this is an opportunity. I know that Lou means it, just as somebody just who knows him from a different perspective, Katie. And I think, you know, some people have just get fiery online and say what they mean right when it comes to their mind, and, you know, sometimes put their foot in their mouth. But I know that Lou means it. So hey, maybe you could let people know your Twitter handle and just what you do for the people listening.
You know what I do? I'm trying to work on a podcast right now to get more diverse perspectives. And I was attacked for apparently trying to do that too. So I'm done. Thank you for letting me call in. I appreciate the apology. I don't feel like it's genuine.
Fair. Bye. All right. Anybody else? Is there anyone else, Bill? I'm sorry.